What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we had some news that was dropped today, and news will move a stock in either direction, whether it's positive or negative. It's something that we go over pre-market. We look for stocks that are gapping, why they're gapping, what is the catalyst or news behind them, and how significant is the news. If it's something like an Amazon merger or a phase 2 FDA approval, that is very strong news and a stock is going to run. If it is something that is insignificant, like a self-reported trial result, it's something that'll normally pop a stock and then it'll slowly start to sell off. Well, with AMC today, you had a pretty big pop around 11:20. I want to go over exactly what was said behind it and what made the move happen, especially on a Friday that was kind of a little bit of a low volume. And then I want to talk about the news that is in suspense for next week. So let's get right into it. First off, AMC is about to close in it's closing right now, and we are finally in the green as it was fighting to stay green on a Friday. If you take a look at the intraday chart and zoom in, you can see that first big green candle followed by more volume and another big green candle came in at 11:20 and 11:21. And this was popped up on my scanner a few minutes later. I don't look at AMC on the intraday because I do not day trade it. And I try to just look at it just a couple times a day, or maybe even just at the end of the day to see exactly how it moves as I sit on my hands and patiently wait. But here was what I found. Unusual Whales tweeted AMC estimated revenues at 769 million versus 120 million last year, a 543% increase. Now, if I was talking to everybody inside the group, I would say, what does this news look like to you? Is this really significant news, or how would you evaluate it? And the first thing comes to mind, and this is something I want to point out for all of you in the future, right here, estimated revenues. Therefore, this is not hard. These are not hard revenues. These are not actual revenues. They are estimated. So right away, the news is not insanely significant. Secondly, if you take a look a little bit deeper, you're comparing this to last year when the pandemic was in full effect and lockdowns were still actually a thing. So it is of no surprise that we are going to get a massive increase. Now, I understand 543% is a very large increase. So when evaluating what this news is, I'm kind of a little bit mixed on bias because yes, you have a 543% increase, which is good. However, they are just estimated revenues. Well, if you take a look at the chart, and like I said, this is on a low volume Friday, and this isn't even in the first hour of the market open, and it went up over 5%, 5.24 to be of exact. So the reason why I'm saying this is significant is the fact of retail traders, professional traders, institutions, they still have AMC on their target, and it's waiting for that next catalyst to take it to the next level, whether that be momentum, volume, or news. And the volume has been lacking a little bit. The momentum, as you can see, we've been stagnating in between a very, very small price range. The momentum hasn't been there. However, if you think about what is going on next week, which is AMC reporting earnings, Adam Aron has said that there is going to be a little bit of an announcement. And this article says right here, AMC CEO teases change to movie chain's business model, but mum on details. And before I even get into this article, if you've been following AMC for quite a while, like I have, you know that Adam Aron is very professional when it comes to how he portrays news and the way he presents himself and presents information to investors and the public. And he says he has a surprise waiting for his investors, but he won't say what it is. Now, if I was a betting man, I would say that this is going to be something of significance. I don't see him trying to really say that there is big news to be awaited, and he wants to wait until as a surprise for his investors. However, it was going to be something very, very small. But like I said, we are going to have to wait and see. And my point behind this is all it takes is just a little bit of a move in order to get AMC rolling again, whether it's been the volume or, like I said, the momentum, which we are currently lacking. We are sitting right at that $35 level. And if you look at where we are trending, this is a slightly bit of a bearish pattern. If you zoom out a little bit further, you do see we are in the middle of a massive wedge and forming a tighter and tighter consolidation. So my point behind this is pay attention towards next week. Pay attention to exactly what he says. If this is going to be good news, that's when you're going to see a monster candle like we did have over here on the 24th, all the way back in August, to get the momentum back into it. Because look what happens, that first volume spike, a bit of momentum, and we continue to run all the way back up to $53. Now, I've been very clear when I say this, there is no single catalyst that is going to cause AMC to squeeze. It's not going to be one thing or the other. In my personal opinion, I believe it is when the hedge funds and these large institutions that have a massive short position, when their risk is overextended, when it outweighs their reward, when it becomes too much for them to maintain, is when the closing of the positions will happen. So guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.